I really like the author's name. Satisfied Shark. First of all, alliteration, always fun. The SS, well, it's more of an SS. Oh yeah, before I go on, I actually have to send a friend something real quick. Don't mind me, just gotta... Give me like a quick minuti. Certo, una minuti. Let's see here. Yeah, I got it. Here we go. Of course, not allowed to share that incident in the show. Okay. Up, down, all around. Speaking of which, Mechanic, you did not answer my question yesterday. I asked you, and Xeno, you can participate, and Kazabon, if you want to, you can participate. If you could make a song, like a banger, you can make a banger of a song, what genre would your song be? What's the theme of your song? And in what language? If you want to like talk about it, you don't have to. But I asked Mechanic that yesterday, and we kind of were distracted by Mirror's Edge, so I don't blame Mechanic for not answering this immediately, but yeah. Just if you want to give me... Where is it? There it is. And... What just happened? Ah, okay, never mind. It doesn't work. Okay, well, shit. I thought that would work, but it didn't work. Okay, I will send just one thing then. Just this one. Alright, here we go. When did you even ask this? I was asking because we were talking about music. Doing Mirror's Edge. And then I asked you like, hey... And I even talked about like oh, you know, sometimes like a Spanish love song... because that's why I asked what language you want to have the music be in, because a Spanish love song can be more powerful than an English love song. But you never answered the question. Alright. You can think about the answer while we read Stage Face. Stage Face. A lot of short ones in a row now, hey? Object Class Euclid. SCP-3073 is to be kept in a soundproof containment cell furnished with one standard sitting stool as well as 5 folding chairs set up in such a way that SCP-3073... The reason why we talked about that is because we were talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Kim Possible intros, and we were saying how like good they are, and we talked about our favorite cartoon intros, and then I asked you that question. Self-furnished with one standard sitting stool as well as 5 folding chairs set up in such a way that the SCP-3073 can present from the stool to any audience members in the chairs. Present, okay. The room is to be equipped with lights capable of being dimmed by a simple handheld remote, which will be given to SCP-3073 for it to use at its own discretion. To ensure the utmost cooperation from SCP-3073, 5 on-site personnel selected at random are to sit in as audience members for SCP-3073's performances. At least one researcher must be present for each performance to document any new instance of -1. For their own safety and for SCP-3073's, all audience members are expected to use proper theater etiquette during performances. D-Class personnel are not to be selected as audience members. See Incident 3073. Description: SCP-3073 is a male of European descent with long red hair and attire that is similar to that of most modern-day orchestra conductors. Long red hair, okay? Where its face should be, SCP-3073 instead has a miniature theatrical stage. Oh, that's cool. I like that, like almost like a carved in. And most times of the day, this stage is completely hidden by SCP-3073's hair. So he does kind of like the solid coal, like hair being in the way. You know what I mean? Like, let me make sure that because Google probably will show something perverted if I'm not careful. No, everything's good. We're good. It's kind of like this, you know, like. God, it's always not like that. Fuck off. Like how Sadako always has like her hair like in front so you don't see her face. So I kind of imagine like that. But it's red. And most time of the day the stage is completely hidden by hair which acts as a stage curtain. Oh, that's cool. So it kind of like goes like that. That's cool. SCP-3073 is fully capable of speech and has demonstrated that it can see despite its lack of mouth and eyes. SCP-3073 appears to be fluent in many languages but seems to prefer using English, French, German, and Italian. Makes kind of sense because like a lot of like, you know, composers were of those languages. The only time when SCP, like back in the day, the only time when SCP-3073 stage is visible is when -1 manifests, at which point SCP-3073 will part its hair. When questioned about its age, SCP-3073 said it is as old as the stage itself. Again, as I said, makes sense why it then speaks English, French, German, Italian, because those were the big boys when it came to composing music. -1 manifests as a cast of miniature humanoids who will begin performing a certain type of live theater on SCP-3073's stage. -1 has been observed performing in plays, operas, symphonies, and on one occasion one research. If I only knew this was a, you know what? Hold on. Give me a sec. Can I find that? Where are you? I'm not sure if I can find it in time. It's also a very long song. We'll hydrate soon. Thank you. Thank you for the hydrate. Why don't I see it? Yeah, I cannot find it right now. I have the very, like, I have that one classical music that is very famous because it was from like the Bugs Bunny episode. But I don't see, there it is. Like the SCP is not long enough for the whole song, but I think it would just fit to the vibe, you know? Let me just make it a little bit louder for you guys. It starts off quiet, sadly, so take a sip of water, thank you. -1 manifested as a castle mentioned. -1 has been observed performing plays, operas, symphonies, and on one occasion, one researcher described as a Penn and Teller-esque magic show. SCP-3073 has shown to be very affectionate towards -1, referring to him as its little friends. SCP-3073 becomes much more amiable and cooperative after -1 has had live audience to perform for. Upon questioning about the number of entities that make up -1, SCP-3073 stated it currently has 113 performers. Strangely, despite SCP-3073's passion for and extensive knowledge of music and the performing arts, -1 performances are of objectively poor quality. As if most of the cast have little to no experience. Many members of -1 display extreme stage fright, terrible acting skills, and constantly forget lines during plays. Oh no. Wait, what's the title of this one again? It was called Stage Face, right? Yeah, okay, that describes it perfectly. Operas are sung off key, and symphonies have been described as an ear-splitting cacophony. SCP-3073 itself never brings up the quality of -1's performances and becomes evasive when questioned. You do realize that your little friends are not that great in playing or acting. It's just a one-time thing. They're really good. No, they literally were never good. Like, every single time they play something, it's horrendous. I think, listen, everybody has a bad day. Yeah, but they had bad days 5 times already. Like, there's nothing, like, can we talk about something else? I don't like bad-mouthing about my little friends. Sure, yeah, sure, yeah, sure, let's go on. What's your age? As old as the sage itself. Yeah, of course, yeah, okay. Should proper theater etiquette be broken during a performance, such as if an audience member begins talking or booing, all on-stage cast members will stop the performance and stare at the offending individual. Okay, that's at least they're good at that. Immediately, like. Should the audience member continue to ignore proper theater etiquette, SCP-3073 will become confrontational and request that the offender leave. If SCP-3073 request is ignored, it will attempt to forcefully remove the audience member. It's like, come over here. I will take you. Incident 3073. During a performance of Othello, SCP-3073 tackled D8692, a particularly ill-mannered audience member. The ensuing fight was quickly broken up by the 4 other audience members, but not before an instance of -1 was grabbed and killed. Oh shit. By D8692. SCP-3073 became distraught and all performances by -1 ceased. All attempts to communicate with SCP-3073 at this time were unsuccessful. Yeah, you killed one of his friends. 2 days after the fight, D8692 suddenly disappeared from his holding cell at around the same time -1 began performances again. When questioned, SCP-3073 cheerfully responded, "We got a new cast member." Oh shit. That took a bit of a worrisome turn. And I like the concept of man with small theater for a face. Yeah, no, I like the concept as well. It's a really cool visual image. Like the imagery is definitely pretty dope. Well, of course, the moment one of them dies, and if you have fault, which I assume probably happening quite a lot if there's like a rowdy audience member, especially because they're not that great at playing. There's probably a couple audience members that were like a little bit rude, and then it caused, you know, 3073 to attack them, which led to them attacking back. Then potentially one of the -1 dies, and then you become -1, and then you become it. It's how it goes. So enjoy the show, people. It's hard to enjoy when it's like not good. All right. Because I added the song to recently added. Not recently, I just clicked on it. I will have to play a random song now to like not accidentally have the song being muted. So I'll pick the song. This one. There we go. All right.